I'm sorry, my computer did it again, and you would think that I'd learn, but okay. So I am using my concealer, my normal one, my MAC Pro Longwear. So I'd put a little bit, right? I'd put a little bit on my finger. I'd take it and I'd put it all over my lips like a balm. Even if it got on my skin, whatever, blend it in with your fingers. Or sometimes I use my concealer brush. So either fingers or concealer brush. I know it's dirty. I used it this morning. This is what a concealer brush looks like. It goes flat. I know you've seen them before. And then I blend it into my skin, and then I put the liner, and then I put the lipstick, or if I'm not wearing lipstick, then I fill my lips in with the liner. So the reason why I do that is because I find that it helps me not to apply my lipstick so many times in one day. It helps me basically have prolonged wear lips. Um, the other reason why I do it is because I like making my lips a tad bit bigger. So that kind of clears off the line, and then you make your own line where you want to do it. So you basically get to reshape your lips. That's another reason why I do it. So you don't have to do it, but honestly, girls say, I don't want so much makeup. I don't want to be caked on. You don't feel it. You do not feel it. It's the tiniest bit of concealer that you're putting on, like a lip balm, basically, or a chapstick. You're not going to feel it. So you don't have to worry about that. It's just going to make your lipstick or lip gloss or lip liner lasts longer. You won't have to apply so many times. Helps with the creasing and cracking around the lips and brightens it up around your mouth. I know sometimes I have dark spots around my mouth and it brightens it up. So those are the reasons why I do it. I believe answered all the questions. Let me double check my inbox. Okay, so the last and final question that I have is when you're okay, so when you're shopping for concealer, which ones do I recommend? What are some things that you should look for in a concealer? And the answer is actually it's a very personal question because personally, I like my concealer to be 2 or 3 sometimes shades lighter than myself, just because I'm huge on highlighting. I like highlighting my under eye area. I like highlighting right here, my lower cheek, so that my contouring shows more. I like highlighting my cupid's bow above my lip. So I really, really like my concealer to be super, super light. Like this is MAC Pro Longwear in the color NW20. And if you go look at that in stores, that is so, so light. And you're probably looking at me like, girl, that is not your color. But for me, it is. I like lighter colors. But in the summer, this is my color. Super, super dark. Not looking like it on camera, but it's super, super dark. And my summer color is actually NW25. So even if you look at that online, I'm pretty sure you can see the huge difference between it. And shopping with for a concealer also depends on, okay, so do you want to highlight or do you want it to completely blend in with your skin color and hardly show that you're wearing concealer? So that's the first question that you need to ask yourself. The second question is what kind of coverage do you need? Do you have perfect baby skin and you hardly need any coverage? Okay, so then you'll need a light coverage concealer. Do you have okay skin where time to time it gets, a little bumpy, a little dark circle, like your dark circles are darker? Or do you have bad skin? You have acne, you have a lot of spots in your face, you have scars in your face that you need to cover, so then you would need a heavy duty. So there's 3 options. Light, so light coverage, medium coverage, and heavy duty concealer. What I'm currently using is MAC Pro Longwear. I would consider it a medium coverage concealer. It's not heavy duty. My heavy duty concealer that I would suggest is actually I don't have it in hand right now, but it's Hard Candy and I believe it's $9 at Walmart. Hard Candy, that is such a great heavy duty concealer. The only bad thing about it is that I believe it only comes in 3 shades, so it's kind of, I mean, if you're in between shades, it's kind of hard. Maybe you'll have to buy the light one and the medium one to make your color, or maybe you'll have to buy the dark one and medium to mix together to make your color. Because then then it's not $9 anymore, and now it's more costly that way. So think of those questions. Think of, do you want to highlight or do you want to completely blend in your skin, and do you need light, medium, or heavy coverage for your concealer? That's what you want to think about. I wouldn't go by names. I mean, right now probably always my favorite concealer was always MAC Pro Longwear, but from time to time I do use this LA Girl Pro Concealer, which I believe is like $5, as opposed to this one I think is 18.50, and this will last me probably 3 months. Okay, as opposed to this one that will last me 6 months and it's $5. But this one's really hard to find. Honestly, I find this at a beauty store every once in a while, but it's really hard to find LA Girl. I've never looked online, but so those are my suggestions. Just take a look in the mirror. You know your skin better than anyone, and you should know what you need. Um, just, I mean, it's you kind of have to like buy stuff, use it. If you don't like it, return it, or just keep trying. Um, those are my suggestions, and I hope that I answered your questions. I know that it is hard to find certain products because what works on my face might not work on yours. Everyone's different, like I said, and just keep trying and answer those questions for yourself, and then maybe ask somebody at Ulta or Sephora. Or I know Target right now has those beauty advisors. I know Walgreens has beauty advisors. You can ask them to try to help you out. Those are my two favorites. I don't play around too much with concealer because I kind of found what works for me, and I use the same thing on my clients. So that's best I can answer the question. So I believe I answered all the questions, and I'm so happy that you guys watched me, and I'm so happy that you guys asked me more questions. Um, I really love doing this, and I'm getting really positive feedback from this, and I know that I'm helping you guys out. So it feels great. Just comment anything if I didn't answer anything again, um, ex- explanatory enough. If you have any more further questions, ask me because I'm going to keep doing this. A tutorial's coming soon. I actually had a coworker let me know that he will help me out. He watched this video and was like, "Do you need help? I'll help you out." So I'm so excited for that one too. This camera is actually not very clear because I'm using my webcam camera. I haven't used my actual camera because, like I said before, I'm not good at editing. So once he teaches me how to edit, it's going to be a lot clearer. You're going to see a lot more things. I'll be able to show you the products better and do tutorials. So stay tuned, and like I said, comment or inbox me for any other questions that you have.